Starting to Next with another game of Total War 3 Kingdoms. Here with Zheng Jiang again, and doing the only thing we care about, scheming to take over the world. Presently, Korea, eventually, everything the light touches. But we are rolling up this way. I did take a closer look at the Bandit Network, and Whitehorse Fellows are indeed in it. They're all the way up here, but we're going to get these 2 extra armies in 2 turns. Now, we've got just 4 armies up here. We just subjugated Gongsun-du, and we are going to just keep on rolling through the north here and start being a menace over on this front. Now, the Emperor is deigning to visit our lands, I assume politely. He doesn't claim to want military access, but anyway, we've got some armies here. If he tries anything squirrely, you know, he might win. But if he tries anything squirrely, you know, we might just deal with him. And we... I've got some nice ancillaries. I felt like we had something to distribute. Maybe to strategists. No, she's got hers. It's like we got some robes the other day. Yes, Robe of the Omen Maker. There we go. Get one for you. Oh, how fancy. It gives her a whole new haircut and style. And Lulali. Well, you know, it sort of, you know, it has a problem with the character model there, but it's still a very nice robe. She didn't know which direction to put it on. She put it on backwards. It's all right. Yeah, I guess because it restyles the whole hair, but this person is facing the other way. Anyway, funny. I'm not taking it away. It's a good robe. I might take it away eventually if it annoys me, but I'm not doing it right away. All right. Speaking of things that we're gonna do right away, we need to get a right-hand person. I don't think any of these people are great choices. In fact, we looked at most of them, and I don't think any of them are great choices. However, we can get like somebody that gives us an extra army, and that'll be a broadly okay choice until we find something else, because we have a shocking amount of money. So it's really like normally things that would like discount the like retinue upkeep 10% off here, that would be desirable, but it doesn't matter. But here, maybe we go with this. Charge bonus for units, just go for the combat. Yoo-hoo, so this is okay, so he fought for Liu Pan, so this would have been a guy under Liu Biao's broader umbrella in the south. And you know, probably lost to Wu or something there. This also makes him broadly related to the Imperial line. Since Zheng Jiang is plotting at legitimacy for her hopeful future children here, you know, it doesn't hurt at this point. You know, she hates the Han, but, you know, it doesn't mean that they can't be useful. Because the broad story is that there's just like a big Yellow Turban rebellion here, and that the Lords of the North were unable to deal with it, and that they're all paying them off. And all of that's true except for the start of it. But there's no telling how long Wei will behave. I imagine that'll be measured in, you know, seasons rather than decades. They are, after all, the kingdom of... But the game is thinking... Which makes sense, you know, Wei has a ton of armies at this point, we must assume. And, you know, in the broad scheme of it, too, it's great because we have ever been at peace with Wei. They gave us our first military contract and, you know, married their child into our family. And every everyone we fought and subjugated was people that Wei wouldn't have liked. And, you know, like, we have been harming his enemies, you know. Yu Biao vassalized Zheng, good for him. Zheng Jiang left Wei's coalition, you know. He's paying me. It doesn't matter what they're doing diplomatically as long as they pay me. Cao Cao is, yes. I was like, the passes, you know, they do, even though they can walk through them with the very huge -50 not public order, -50 to military supplies, it's very tricky to walk up in here. And we have convinced him to not do so here. And I think here we just... Because anywhere we want to afford, you know, no, we need to get the sculpting hall so that we can get a bow place, right? Yeah, the military bow makers needs the little artisan hammer. And because we have more money than anyone in the world. See, all of these are like thousands, but it doesn't matter. You know, because we have millions already. But here we will just go ahead and force upgrade all this stuff. And make a bowyer there. And we still have plenty of food here. If we go another level up, well, if we go another level up, we should do it on the interior ones first, right? Yes, because this one's already generating quite a lot of power in other regards, and we can just go ahead and pump the research rate here too. And we would go with the one that increases corruption because it doesn't have public order problems, and we don't care about the corruption. Just this again for another slot. To get what, though? I don't think that one's that necessary. It could just be to... I mean, we don't need a tower here, though. Pop growth is fine. You know, to have a huge bandit paradise, one must be willing to have the people live here. Alright, now we've just acquired a couple more army slots and we want to spin them up. I mean, up here. Now, beautifully, the looters are just going nuts up here. And we're going to upgrade this headquarters to make these commanderies have public order issues. But yeah, let's just spin up an army here with Ma Yunlu, and this will give her an opportunity to run around in her old stomping grounds a little bit and smash folk up. And lots of sentinels, because I like lots of sentinels in this faction. And... why not you? There's probably a better way to do this. There definitely is, you know, it's fine. But we need to spoils, walk in, and then hers is already fine. I was looking on the thing, and you can totally get elephants, and that just is very, very awesome. Alright, so we've got plenty of Furia Bahai here. We just need well, we got 2 line holders. I think a bunch of hidden axes will go a treat. And then... yeah. Just a little bit of that, and then she'll be able to run off in this direction ere too long. We will just get old boy on assignment here. Just need to roll the assignments so that people are getting their happy experience, right? That's the way of it. Because once they're level 2, they're tremendously better at doing everything. The Sentinel construction cost thing is largely irrelevant here. We'll save like one assignment. No, we'll do this because why not? And here we build another tribute hall. Because greed is good, actually. And with the 4th slot, we'll probably just build another forge, yes. Because I love items. I still have 46 food. If we pump here, we can get another, I think bows is the way to go right now, right? Because those are the ones we want most, and then we can just pump all of these, because I'm a millionaire and I make 120k a turn. Alright, let us continue on. Save real quick, because we did a bunch of stuff. We're just gonna zoom on through his lands. He's paying me tribute. It's not like he can do much about it. And yeah, from there we just oh, interesting. You know, the yellow, you know, they do get into the breach instead of the much superior other one, but they get plenty of desirable stuff. Quite a lot of run speed. But anyway, we're gonna go across the bottom. Yeah. The melee evasion for melee infantry is just broadly good, especially since, you know, we got hidden axes, so. Alright, and while we're threatening him a little bit here, I mean, we're not. We're just defending our lands. In a couple of turns, we'll have more armies, because there's like a +2 army research place over here, which is wild. Alright, and there we move past him a little bit, get wrecked. And we have enough passive supply gain that we don't have to worry over much about it. Ooh, look at that. Looks like the Kingdom of Wei is getting more action there, and how interesting. The stage is setting. And some people become better friends, good for them. And with our very high replenishment, you know, 1 turn to share the spoils, 1 turn of regular, and then you're good. And 2 turn to a full army is very, very nice indeed. G militia are not very nice. No, in truth, we don't need her here. We need her doing an assignment because she's level 1. And they get a lot better at level 2. So we're just going to find someone to get this army. I still don't trust her. This guy. Yeah. This guy's a hermit. We will... Well, we don't want him to duel, so sword and shield is totally fine. You can do the dueling in this fighting. Or, of course, we go over a reliable reconnaissance. This is the guy that beat Clint Eastwood in a fair fight. He's the heir right now. So much the better, right, that he's at home defending it. Alright, alright. So what we want to do now is... Ooh, my girl gets to level 5. Very nice indeed. And, you know, Stalker is totally fine. Because this goes for the whole army, and, you know, I think, you know, on reflection, maybe what we want to do is remove forest penalties and just take the Chukong. Thing, because... The Stalker... But, I mean, maybe sort of, like, putting a lot into the ignoring forest penalties thing. Yeah. Well, really, we just need to find a better character for it eventually. Which shouldn't be impossible. Alright, so... Yeah, because they get Stalker rather than Inspire. That's right. Alright, well, we're going to go towards Wisdom of the River because that's the more important thing. We're just going to force upgrade that because why wouldn't we? And we have made a wooden dog in one of our crafting workshops. Good for us. Do we leave a garrison up here? I mean, yes. Yes, I think it would be wise to. But, I mean, we are going to be able to get things rolling, you know, pretty quick on the... I don't think we need to leave a garrison there. This guy... Oh, has like a Scaven Stalk stance thing, or chance to stalk attack. This guy just is old. Work on him a little more and start trying to discredit somebody who's unhappy here, right? How about you, buddy? Let's we're gonna slander that guy, and maybe someday he'll be upset. Ma Yunlu you know, she's going to be the one going in that direction, right? Because from her marriage with Yuan Yi, we've got a claim to the north here. And with Zheng Jiang's marriage to Cao Ren, we have a claim to everything the light touches. Everything in the Kingdom of Wei. Gonna get a couple more armies from Tech really soon, and then we're gonna be pushing directly up here to get our White Horse Raiders. And then, because what this represents too is like the northern tribes of everyone coming under our control, and then rather than Gongsun Zan getting the White Horses together, you know, it's the righteous bandit host. No, the incredibly rich bandit host. We're not like that righteous. We just we don't need to do anything that's wrong because everybody that we're fighting are bad. Actually, joyous occasion, a daughter has been born into our house. What kind of daughter will she be? A bandit sentinel. Our baby girl. Joyous day. And she's even a fugitive officer. She's determined, brilliant, and tolerant. A very excellent baby. Now, are we going to be able to have her grow up? Well, I sure hope so. Anyway, so, like, clearly, my priority is not fighting Cao Cao. In fact, in our point of view, we're just, like, being cool about how much he likes us. After all, now our child is even related to him. Glorious day. Gongsun Du was doing, you know, I mean, not all right. I mean, we had to beat him up a little bit here, but it's a long way to get in here, and then, man, we're gonna be able to set up a shop there. Great stuff. I didn't expect that the White Horse Raiders would be right here because there's no bandit network in Korea, but we just need to get to this one. So we'll take the sort of undesirable spear one first. Here we don't have anything in that area, but then we'll get some bonuses, I think, on the next... Yeah. All the way in. Then this last one gets us 50% range block chance for melee cavalry, which will make our Chen Peacekeeper retinue even better, of course. They're just going to be able to stand up and soak up whatever happens. This is going to be the best run ever. We've got our invisible elephant. We've got it all. Anyway, let's keep on rolling. You know, the time just passes through, you know, sands through the hourglass and all that. But we need to get another army up here. And then they can roll out there, so who goes here? You know, I just know she's a spy, but anyway. Like, I don't know if this guy's been trying to be a spy for 20 years or not. Yeah.
心如利刃。
我已准备好作战了。力求上进，功名震天。
Alright, and then we can get her out here in this army next turn. We're just gonna wait for that and then get their stack together. Alright, so here we get a couple greenses. He's a regular sentinel, which is to say, you know, has fire arrows. One of those will go a treat. We already got 2 regular spears. We might as well get a couple of these, which will have fire arrows, and then a couple of cav, and then we'll be able to, yeah, and then these armies will rock off into this distance here. And see what's going on in that direction, you know, just put a little feeler out. Ma Yunlu wants to go see her home, see what's going on. Ma Teng wants us to fight Zheng Jiang, but Zheng Jiang is paying us. Zheng Jiang got subjugated a long time ago to our demands of tribute. We hardly want to deal with that. But imagine how unhappy a time it is going to be for whoever thought they were going to run stuff in Korea here. Alright, he's fine. Like, we haven't invented any bows yet, but that's okay. Boom, gets mending. Alright. Because really, this army wants to roll out, and this army can stay at home and show the flag a little bit. Yes. First order of business. Let's get you Philo into shape. Or rather, we should be going to the port. Walking across the land is silliness. Staying at home here is broadly desirable. We just need to get this guy on assignment. We have enough food. We might think of doing more, but alright, and then here we just want to continue on down the road. Yes, glorious. Man, no wonder Gangsu didn't want to give up. He was doing alright for himself. I wasn't expecting 3 cities over here. How much is he paying me? Not that much. He's not that rich. Not compared to the Shao brothers. 20k from Yuan Shao, and 26 from the Duchy of Zhong. But hey, all's fair in banditry, and you know, the Duchy of the Kingdom of Wei is sure swallowing up some of these things in the north, but we'll just see how it goes, right? I am fascinated by how this is working out. You know, with the great weakening of the north, You know, whoever is the strongest does stand to benefit, right? And spies are, of course, an excellent way to do things. I never do it, but we're going to try to do it a little bit. What they are good for is picking up higher level heroes than you should be allowed to grab. But now we've got spies, so vision, very excellent, of course. This guy is a deceitful trickster. Well, you know, good for him. So this guy's our spy too. He gets access to ballistic rain, so getting him out would be very desirable because, man, ballistic rain, which I haven't used really, but I got a little taste of in an earlier battle, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be a real game changer when we drop the base on the Kingdom of Wei with that, right? I wonder who's gonna make their way to Kingdom next, because I don't figure Cao Cao's gonna want to pick a fight. I mean, he does hate me. But, you know, the Emperor is still around, and, I mean, really, I mean, he does hate me, but, like, what's he gonna do about it? I'm pretty sure I'm strength rank 1. I'm pretty sure. And I am so rich. Speaking of, does anybody like me? Can we get a marriage?
真是倍感荣幸。
Let's adopt another of our. You know what? You're in the family now. Oh wait, no, we already had on there. Well, I hardly want to adopt a guy. Sends the wrong message after all. Ah, Zheng Jiang. Well, she's even got the name, right? And, but of course it's the Cao line that will hold sway. Oh, wait, no! Oh, awesome! Oh, this game's so good. Alright, so, because these people care about awesomeness, our kid gets our name rather than Cao Ren's name, for the clan name. So that's good news. Like, it won't be a Cao baby, but, you know, still the children of them. Anyway, good stuff. Wonderful. Moving in through the land here. All's well. Of course, we're so stinking rich. He says, pay me 30 grand for a trade agreement. I've got a better idea. I don't have a better idea. We're fine, dude. You could just offer me a trade agreement straight up and I'd take it. Like, let's not pretend like you don't know where the bread's buttered here at Cao Cao. The game has to do a lot of thinking on his turns. Hopefully it'll keep on thinking and won't, like, shatter itself. He is the big guy with the big holdings, I mean, besides me. I guess maybe the Emperor doesn't leave until, like, the third king declares, maybe? I don't know. Normally, it pops off because I do it, so... The Han Empire is destroyed. Maybe it's about to happen. Oh, wonderful. Oh, and it does the same here. Perfection. She gets to keep her family name there, as it should be in the Thai Brotherhood, Sisterhood. You know, inaptly named. Awesome. This baby is a murderer. A gracious, coordinated, cowardly baby murderer. Hey, what you gonna do, right?
又是你这厮！
Well, I think in this case we actually go up and take Shuofeng and then like leave Ma Teng to figure out what he wants to do with his life, right?
路径明晰，
Maybe taking the river would have been better. I bet it would have been better. It'll be fine either way.
出发！
1.4 million, just a cartoonish amount of money. And we're just gonna arrange some marriages for a bunch of these dudes so that we can get some more heroes into the faction. You know, who wants to marry these chumps? Who you're like, you know, more of a main guy than that, you know. This is for like the guys that, you know, just need to find somebody to continue on the line. You're an old guy, let's find you a wife before you get too old. Chuan, no, we'll find you like an appropriate hero wife. Alright, we do pick up a Bandit Sentinel out of it. Disgraced Noble, nice. And she's a fugitive officer, just as planned. Now we'll just get her.
心怀忠正，
Oh. Reward the villainous corruptus 30 satisfaction and only at the cost of 5% corruption everywhere. Who cares? It's only money. Wonderful. There we go.
正在行进，
I was like, what we need is to find a place and take it over. Good stuff. It's 2:04 and all's well. The Kingdom of Wei is going to keep on crunching the dudes up here.
战争不可避免。
The Zhou has declared war on us. Oh, our coalition is just us and Zheng Jiang here. Well, I guess I know where we're gonna have to go now. You mean the Emperor? Li Zhou, oh, a lot of people are deciding to declare war on us. All right, I guess it's gonna be now. They're tired of paying us. Well, these armies don't need to go up to the north, actually.
不摧。
目标只有一个。
行事谨慎。
And then we're just gonna get this army spun up. You know, they won't have very good things, but hey, what are you gonna do, right?
看到众人汇集于此，我心甚慰。
Guoxi, however, will be able to get solid troops. Couple of hidden axes there, and then she'll just, yeah, because honestly, for the level 1 strategist, like, you might as well, I mean, bandit hunters aren't terrible, but the fury there will be alright, and then a couple of yellow cav here for the axe breaker will work a treat. And, you know, this force will be ready to roll before too long. Here's your Jia the Imperial Guard, Guoxi. You are a paranoid thug, and that's exactly what's called for in this hour. Here's that. Increase your instinct. Hello, my fugitive officer. Darling, you... Oh, we got an elite horse here. Well, we're just going to leave you on this nice fast horse here. You can have the elite sword, Guoxi, or horse, rather. Like, which one was breaking on? Yeah. Oh, well, you know, it doesn't work on her either. It's fine. So we've got that army there, and here, who are they bringing? Oh, not too much. Well, then I say we don't have any seasonal deployments. Can only get 3 a season. Well, we'll try to target that in the network if we can find it somewhere, but not before we get over here. I didn't even think of being limited there, but you know, can't spin up new armies that quick, so we definitely don't want to drop these. And she's gonna move there just to see what's going on. We'll raise an army up there next turn, because it looks like a lot of people don't want to pay us anymore. I cannot imagine why. You know, and that's a big hit to our finances. Now we're only making 100,000 a turn. And, I mean, before long, we might actually have to pay for stuff. Nah, probably not.
但愿能谈出些结果来。
稍事休息，绝不留情。
And of course, now we just roll in.
作乱为祸之徒，不得其死。
Bum, 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 bum,
机宜
bum.
细软，搜猎一番。
And that's Invisible Elephant Army. We don't want that one to travel too far from where we are, but... And then we'll spin off these here. She gets to level 5, which is excellent. And we just want to push across to get to Unyielding Earth, I think.
大人，听您吩咐。
And now she can get one of the headhunters, which I'm just so excited about. Like, I bet some of y'all is gonna work for me. Does anybody want a trade agreement? he's a maybe.
有必要吗？
And like, you know, because everything's getting squirrely, we just want to let him know that we don't have a problem with him. Alright. And on the network, we are just a little bit away, just a mere year away from White Horse Raiders, which is going to make all these armies a lot cooler. They're already very excellent. We're even going to get into a fight with them one of these days. And he doesn't want to trade with us anymore. And they get incredibly tuned up. But a lot of folks are on their way out, of course. And Liu Bei declared war on us too. Well, you know. You know what they say. They say, oh, that Liu Bei. And this dude basically just took over it, Chogo did. He's got a celestial sword, nice. You know, it's not that crazy, but it's pretty good. And here, crucially, they're in March outside of our place, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna have a little brawl. Now, obviously, it predicts a huge victory. Makes sense. We're gonna do it anyway. See what their armies are like. Ooh. Ooh. I want that armor. I want that armor. And now we're gonna see our Qin peacekeepers for the first glorious time. Alright, trained bowmen, 200 range. Qin peacekeepers, 220 range. Oh yeah, and Cao Ren's got his bow, so he's gonna fit in great with the initial harass. Oh yeah, perfect. course, he doesn't have Vanguard, so he won't fit in that perfectly with it. We're going to get to crunching on him. We're just going to lay the beat down. Oh man, and these guys having stock makes them sort of hysterical. Now, they are impetuous, so sometimes they aren't going to listen to me, so we just can't get them around people if we don't want them to, you know, use their judgment. But the Fury of Beihai are here, wearing their brilliant blues, so we'll always be able to see them on our battlefield, right? They don't wear the green. They remember where they came from. Yeah, we're just gonna nuke her. Like, y'all can leave. We don't need the garrison here. Oh, they have a tower. Well, we don't want to be that close to them. They're just conspiring to not have my invisible elephant here. You want to go? Yeah. Cao Ren very much wants to impress his wife and runs into duel under the eyes of both armies. Glorious. What a guy. She is impressed. There we go. There's our elephant. And Cao Ren is, of course, doing great. We're gonna respectfully decline this duel. Even though I'm sure he'd win. And here we... set the Chen Peacekeepers to stun. I'm like, come on, guys, start shooting somebody. Alright, there we go. They wheel about. Cao Ren's winning his deal super hard. Oh, yeah, and now, crucially, she runs into the killers, the headhunters, who are absolutely going to rip her up. And she got crunched, as expected. You know, when there's a hero plus shot cav plus sentinel cav on you, You know, you're probably not going to be long for the world. We need to get poison shot off here. Man, Chen Peacekeepers, what a unit. Because with that missile block, you can just casually... They not only have... They have 53 armor and shield armor from the front. So, you know, 80% damage reduction for non-AP. Plus the shield, plus missile resistance. You can basically just sit them and trade with regular archers. Which are normally the thing that deal with it. I mean, these are a cracked unit. I've never even really used them, but I can tell that if I ever start, it'll be good. Cao Ren, impressing everyone. Bum 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 bum. And the elephant is too slow to get here, but you know, she wants to. At a speed of only 50, you know, she may not get to the party. The Chen Peacekeepers just don't go down in the face of archer fire. Normally, if you let... I mean, even Yellow Cav... I mean, I guess these are very good Yellow Cav, but, like, man, it's, they're so sticky. They don't shoot very fast, but that's fine. You know, they don't have a ton of ammo. So, you know, being able to shoot for a few minutes, you know. That way, too, if you, so if somebody shoots really fast, they're shooting at somebody, like, with a shield or whatever by accident, then you never get your value. But here, not a worry. And the Great Invisible Elephant of Zhengmu shows up a little late. Yeah, they run away when she shows up with a mighty trumpet. What a lady. And Cao Ren wins his duel and impresses his wife. And that's what really is that's what really is inspiring here, right? I think the one who had the great armor died rather than getting us the armor, which is too bad, you know, she fought bravely. Cao Ren gets to level 6. And the faster we get to Heavenly Presence, the better. We don't really need to worry about dipping for the other stuff there. But of course, the good news is with fighting the Yue again, you know, if we win the fights, that'll give us an opportunity to recruit some of his characters, thus achieving the "oh no, we accidentally got Guan Yu again" part of the campaign. Like, yeah, and then we'll spin this army off this way because it's quicker for him to get there than it is for them to get here.
廉洁奉公。
秩序井然，则四海可定。心如止水。
These are all the new people of the faction, but we'll see, you know, what they bring to bear. He at least can get hit in axes. The spearmen are not desirable comparatively. We can get crummy little bandit spears on somebody. Zheng Jiang, yeah, sure.
大人到此，蓬荜生辉。
Couple of bandit hunters, just fine, and then we'll get 2-3 spears. Yeah, 4 spears is fine. Like as not, we'll be up against some of their stuff that will be a little tricky to deal with, but.
正在行进。
有话快说。
I don't even think it lets us subjugate these people, so we have to conquer them. I got it. Yeah, they won't pay tribute. They're too smart for that. They're like, no, once you pay the Dane Guild, you never get rid of the Dane. Well, that's exciting too, you know. Rather than shake these people down, we'll have to conquer it, which will be, you know, an excellent next step. Zhengmu is the elephantine one, so we don't need to worry about anything other than like what makes her better at elephantine. Now that'll be range damage own army. Adamant Resolve, I mean, gives some stats, but it's not really that relevant. Hit chance on retinue, I mean, range damage on army. It's like we'll have a bunch of crossbows ere too long. But this top line, I guess, does give damage there. This would give us towers, though, which is broadly very desirable. Alright. How fares the spine? We're just going to discredit that guy again. Not him, because he's my... Build a little bit more of one there. And, you know, we do our little spy stuff. We're trying to make people there unhappy. We're trying to make them wanna spy for me too, and or leave. Just weakening him through diplomatic means while we're dealing with the outrageous revolting of our tax base here. Although, really, if we just have, like, one guy paying us off. We just need to be, like... Because I guess if we have an army here and here for, like, Hungsun... I can't believe Han Fu felt brave enough to do it, but I guess we were a little far away. And maybe it was just that... Oh, he's at war with Cao Cao. So he probably just figured I might as well get out from under this. We're about to lose anyway. But, you know, it's still an outrage. Prestige-wise, we're still kind of far from Bandit Queen. Oh, it's, oh, you need 700 to get there. Wow, quite a lot. However, it's not too bad. With our increased research rate, that's pretty quick running through. But anyway, let's just run here, share the spoils, and they'll both be in totally ship shape soon enough. Hopefully we'll get somebody there to level 5, and then, yeah. Good, good, good. We want to spin up another army? I think so. Oh, we are capped again. We have 11 armies. I guess there are 6 right here. Alright. Wonderful. And of course, even if they all decide to stop paying me and we go upside down, what, 20 or 30 a turn? Well, what's 1,000,000 minus 30,000? Seems like we might be able to put up with it for a little while. And now they're all trying to aggrandize themselves here. This is good though, right? Yeah, because we'll be able to get like the benefits of doing it, and obviously it won't matter. We will invite Gong to join our coalition. Yeah, come on, man. Come on in. The people that are paying me don't have to not like me. Look at Zheng Jiang. I mean, he's still around because he's in the coalition. Kong Rong should have supported us against Yuan Shao. And the Emperor abdicates from Lijua to the Kingdom of Wei. Ah, there you go. Cao Cao has taken the Emperor, the Duchy of Wu, now is duchying. And of course now everybody is popping off. Joyous occasion, a daughter is born to us! Another daughter! Huzzah! Zheng Shujin will keep the line strong. Save the game. I wonder what kind of daughter this one will be. A sentinel? A champion? No, I don't think they allow them to be champions. More's the pity. She is a baby mastermind. Fulfilled, clumsy, and competitive. Well, you know. Good for her. It's good to be a clumsy baby. Maybe when she grows up, she'll be more graceful. Alright, we need to get this item onto him so that we can get experience faction-wide. Alright, well, we'll see. Yeah, it says the Emperor abdicates. I guess maybe he'll just leave, but we'll see what goes on here in the next little bit. Fascinating stuff. You know, let's just find her a husband right quick. And then he can marry her. Do you get along with Clint Eastwood? Alright, there we go. Try to see if we can get some more amazing kids born. Zhao Yun is running from something.
那就快点吧。
Probably just running out of military supplies because it's winter and he has very little land.
团结一心，厚道总比庙堂之上滚滚诸公干净。
Alright, this guy is... Oh man, look, Gong Sun-du was doing pretty well. Well, you know, we're still gonna have this land and he'll,
释放怒火，
yeah, let's go ahead and do this.
怒吼吧！
No need to manually do that one when we double number them, and, you
失手
know,
尽弃于此，
they don't even have full stacks. A very easy auto-resolve to pick.
我全都要，绝不留情。
Oh, well, I guess they're in alliance and that merc contract's over. Oh, he's doing alright. Well, this'll be a... Hey, how nice. Yeah, a big war there.
我可没心情。
I'm like, yeah, I mean, would anybody want a merc contract here?
朕已阐明天意。
It's like, he knows money isn't worth much to me, so he'll demand a lot of it. But we can give him a clay pig. And here, we just do this to,
实乃高明之举。
get vision, make him like us better, and for the story to continue on
朕已阐明
the
天意。
very useful pretense that we get along, actually.
吾等耐性有限，
你这逆贼能有何事？
根壮而后，枝叶
Just
繁茂
literally trying to get everybody on assignments, just doing whatever. I guess, okay, so as they get higher level, then they get much better chances of not getting caught. It just depends on what you're trying to do there. Alright, well. We're gonna scout. There, and that army will be ready to hopefully assist ere too long. And here we just... Yeah, because with Li Jue gone now, the important thing is that these guys totally could have kept on going up here. But I guess the consideration is that if we don't have a lot of forces here, then Wei will think we're weak and want to hit us. But once we take over all of this, of course, we'll have an incredibly... I don't think you can sail across here. I think you have to go around. I think you have to go around. But we will just run this way here. Ah yes, here we roll on in, get our auto-resolve, easy peasy. And all we really care about there is the infamy. The money, you know, just rolls right back. And here we'll be able to, because this is a, you know, as a sort of forward point on this side is a nice place to build up. But really, all places are a nice place to build up for us now. One turn, and the riders of Wuhuan will be with us. And Huchuchuan gets mending, allowing the stack to become, well, much stronger than before. Very excited for the future there. Now we've got all of our spies maxed out, I feel like, at this point. This guy has the least to do to, like, upset people, and they're the furthest away. I feel like we just extract him. Because these guys at least have, like, a lot of people to talk trash about and stuff like that. And we are getting 29 cover per turn, so we can very, very casually use it up to boost the other stat. You know, we've got a couple things through buildings and a couple things through other stuff. So again, I have no idea if this is going to be practical, but I'm just proud of myself for doing it at all. And Cao Wei is, you know, very clearly going to be a problem here. We've got all these armies back there. Now our big hero armies are over here, but we're going to hope that the other ones can deal with it. And I mean, honestly, even if we lose all of this, if we lose all of the Black Mountains and then have to claw back from Korea and sweep over the map, wouldn't that be a cool story anyway? Give us plenty of time for the kids to grow up. Bum, 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 bum.
敢问意下如何？
Liu Biao has vassalized Liu Bei. Well, I think here Yeah, let's just take that and let it run its course, right?
行了，说完了。
Because letting Liu Bei get under that, or who knows where it'll lead, right? Maybe he'll take over and go to Shu province. We have no idea what's going to happen with these Three Kingdoms things. And if we can just get Cao Cao to stay out of it, right? To stop sticking our nose in our business. But, I mean, he, from his perspective, Li Jue gets destroyed. Alright, so now we gotta look into the pool and hope that somebody shows up. Just anybody, right? We get Riders of Wuhuan, and now, in just 4 short turns, no, we get the one before that. The Riders of Wuhuan gives us the White Horse Raiders. Oh, never mind. Yeah, the White Horse Raiders. Now, this one gives us Wuhuan Horse Archers. The next one gives us White Horse Raiders. So 3 turns there. White Wolves of Wuhan. But we're hoping to see, like, somebody in the pool. Well, this is somebody. We were hoping to get, like, a Lady Yan type figure. Or, Lu Ji. But this guy is a little bit of range block. He is a regular dude, but has fire arrows. Vengeful, concerned, reckless, maimed. Baron to water clock. He's level 3 already, which makes him totally usable, even if he's not a bandit. And here we're just gonna, build the old tribute hall. We're gonna bump this place to the gills. Get our admin office. Get everything that we need, because when you're this rich, if you don't do it, what's the point? And here we'll take the more food. Looks like they let us have a port and a port, but we're going to take the forge here because more bows is good. If we do this one, we can build the farming building, and this place can become self-sufficient and even at a +7, so excellent. And yeah, and this will be our Daifeng. I don't know how to say it, but it's not Fang. I'm 1,000,000% certain that's not how to say it. But we will share the spoils over here. And she's got, you know, quite a hairdo there. There we go. We need to get this one only on right-facing strategy, or on left-facing strategists, right? You know, at least there, it sort of layers in. Anyway, that item's a bit of a shambles. It's all right. we're already generating... yeah, 26 loot just like chilling there, so we hardly need to worry about that. Alright, any more potential turn coats? Yes. We're gonna keep on talking our trash. We cancel that one. This guy's good at catching spies, so we gotta be more chill about it, right? We need extra points against him. I'm just gonna wait, hopefully so he can reinforce here, and then we'll get a big knockdown, well, a medium knockdown drag out. Boom, 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 boom. And then in just a turn or two, we will get our very fancy horse archers, and then... oh, and then... like, at least those guys had a movement order. Yeah, because I honestly think Cao Cao doesn't have ambitions on us, right? I think he's inspired by our strength.
争来争去，一刀而已。
Well, speaking of inspired by our strength, Gongsun Du doesn't want to pay us anymore. Well, you know, it's good while it lasted. And a son is born to Lu Zheng. He is a mastermind. Good for them. You know, she's a big thinker. Cunning, understanding, and friendly baby. How nice. And of course, Zheng Shujin, also a mastermind, but she's a clumsy baby, but that's Zheng Sheng's daughter, so you know, I'm sure we'll favor her. Here, getting to Flames of the Phoenix is crucial. Although damage from missile cavalry will be pretty good soon too, but I just love Flames so much I can't see past my desire for Flames of the Phoenix. Oh, we got another gold horse. Not called Dailu, but definitely is Dailu. Well, that will go a treat on our beloved husband, Cao Ren. Zheng Jiang will be happy on her common brown horse for now.
团结一心，欢呼吧！此战世间无人不知，还是我来保管他们的钱财比
And
较
then we
好。
loot and occupy.
给我闪开！我的力量无穷无尽，把战利品都呈上来，保护江山。
心有所欲，因而导之。
You know, I'm starting to think that everybody that was paying me tribute didn't like me. And that's hurtful. Like, were they just only paying me because they were afraid? Aw. He's got a big old hero weapon. Love it.
乱军终于得以平息。此城甚善，先收下来。
push that there. Yes, if we have a battle here, you know, we'll have our tower back up. Well, we're capped on armies. I see. Well, in that case, we're gonna have to make choices.
朕已阐明天意。说话小心点。
It's like we could totally get peace with Hanfu so that we can get a war contract with him, with Cao Cao against him next turn. No, but we'll just go around. I don't want to trespass on Cao Cao's lands. I mean, he did it to me a little bit, but you know, I'm sure that was an accident. We need to drop this army so that we can recruit another army.
愿一切安好，大人，悉听尊便。
Oh yeah, we just extracted this guy, so perfect. We got copper scented fingers guy. Need to recruit him first and see if he is a spy. He is not a spy. Used to work for Ufalo. I think this is one of the guys that we were slandering, so good for us, right? 50% campaign line of sight. And gives us some decent enough bonuses there. Alright, well, good. %10 armor, 15 range block shots on retinue. Yeah, awesome. Let's get you a slightly better spear. Alright, what's he got? Gentry Household Guards. So these guys are 50% missile resist and huge shields, and then they just... No, that's... I'm clicked on the wrong thing. These guys... Big shields, big evasive stats. Really quite nice. Yeah, heavy sword infantry. We'll be holding on to them. Not the Jin Sword Guards, who definitely suffer in comparison there. So what we want here is just a couple of spear line holders. And we'll rock some hidden axes, and over here just straight Fury of Beihai. Oh, they'll be... Alright, but then he's got stock special crossbows. And sniper. You know, we'll keep both of them. I think we can recruit them manually, but we'll keep them. That's cool. And then here... Unit of axes. Unit of white waves, and then we just... Oh, caravan guards. These are very respectable purple infantry, and we'll hold on to them for right now anyway. Yeah. We get some white horse riders later. But that'll be...
出征数日，今日始归。
Oh, we...
昂扬，再一次
You can do the first move and keep the mustering rate, but not the second one. It's alright. We'll be there, and this place... is now going to be, you know, where we'll defend. So let's hole up there. Alright, down to just a mere plus 70k now, so you know money's gonna be getting pretty tight. And Cao Cao is just trying to get, you know, just trying to get a ton of money from us, which, you know, fair enough. That guy is very stealthy. Can barely see him there. We'll just wait till next turn, you know. If in the beginning of a campaign, it'd be like, yeah, sure, do it. But we're trying to clip along here. I mean, a little bit, trying to move the time. Yeah, gets festivalized because I am fascinated to see, you know, like what's going to be going on with all of these things, and I don't want to get involved to the degree that we can avoid it. But I guess as long as this contract's up too, Wei can't even declare war on us even if they wanted to. Which, I mean, I doubt he would want to. Why would he want to? The other people couldn't reinforce in time, but that's okay. We'll just keep them locked in there, right? Got a little bow here. We keep on giving other people the cool stuff. Sorry, man. And we get her a weapon that's twice as good as her weapon. Still not amazing, but pretty good. And, you know, at least Gongsun Du financed this run, but as we run up this way, because we, you know, keeping a little comfortable standoff here is desirable enough, and they... because if they go up there, then, you know, so what? So we will move up this way first.
向前进军，绝不畏惧。前进。
It's all marshy on the way up here. Because I think, you know, there's not too much up here. So once we get to the corner, you know, we know we're fine. I don't think the Han can send anybody after us or anything. And we'll make him the administrator here. And you know, sometimes you just gotta have people holding the mountain passes. Probably could have got away with not doing it, but sometimes you gotta do it. We still are making, you know, just so much money, and I guess, you know, as long as we can hold on to a couple of these. But I mean, quickly enough, our balance sheet is gonna get weird. But it's really that there are so many armies, and that we haven't been focusing on making money anywhere. You know, both of those considerations. But now we're on this side, and we'll be able to sweep up there, and you know, who knows? Who knows what he's doing? He's allied with the Duchy of Wu right now, man. You know, what a schemer. What a guy. You gotta love him. You have no choice but to love him. And we now get access to new and improved armies. Do we get him at level 3? I bet we do. Yep. Freaking sick. Alright, now it's time to drop his caravan guards, because we do want some red cav, right? Yeah. Zhang Nu cav, though, for class. You can get them at level 2. You can... Can you get them at level 1? Oh my god. You can get them at level 1. Okay. Okay. Well, it's about to be over for you fools.
无之妙计，算无一策。 大业，必先有立足之地。
All right. This garrison won't be like super strong, but it'll be a garrison. And with our faction effects, you know, the morale is fine. And plus with poison towers, I bet poison towers and walls are actually incredibly good. I haven't seen it in action, but I bet they are. And they'll be fine there. That one, you know, they all got found in the one. Ooh, wonderful. We wanted to get this guy. Oh, when we did the action, they got caught and we didn't continue on with it. That's when they got found. I see. Probably. But still. Could have done some work there. And,
说话小心点。
Like, does anybody want to pay me tribute? Come on, guys. Anyone? Bum, 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 bum.
我还以为你死了。
I wonder what's going over on over Nanmanway. Nanmanway. Well, you know, Cao Cao is certainly doing very well up here, but you know, he did get out of his war there, so Liu Bei, you know, holds on. All right. Oh, the armies are about to get punchy, and it's very cheap upkeep for them too. They're like 95. I think we've got like some stacking discounts or something, but yeah, it, what a time, what a time. About to be 206, and Wei's the only kingdom and the emperor is gone. And there is old Gonzan. You know, it was only a matter of time before all these guys that were paying us stopped, but we made our money, right? We made some of our money, and we spent it on buildings. And unfortunately, the area that we're in here is a place where we can't demand tribute, which I did not realize was going on. This does make going all the way into Korea as bandits, or as Zheng Jiang's bandits specifically, you know, not that wise of a plan. But I mean, if you end up there and then you push out, you know. And they're all popping off. Oh, he probably has, like, stuff that stops us from doing things, right? Oh, yeah. It's more network cost for enemy spies, so we have to really, really wait to get stuff there. But we can just casually build it up and then extract them, and that'll be probably what we want to do there anyway.
砥砺内心。
Oh, yeah. This'll be a brawl. They might come outside. I doubt it, though. Down to 56k, you know, it's sad seeing all these people want to stop working for me, but as long as we can hold on to the Duchy of Zheng. You know, it'd be funny if, like, you know, we go from our extreme wealth and then we realize that the way we built it should have been better, and, you know, taxes would have been good, or whatever. Because if we do this, make 15 more. No, I think, you know, we'll just deal with it and, like, stack all of our stuff, and then, you know, never see that next day come, right? And plus, why am I worried about Cao Cao? We're bound to him. We're in-laws, you know. We're got the whole marriage contract going on.
原样，挫其锐志，杀！
智略所指，我之所在。向前进军，
拿起武器。诸位举杯相庆吧。
We get 89 fame and fortune from that. Wowza.
把俘虏放回去吧。
Clearly, we don't need more fame and fortune then. And yeah.
我变得更为真实。
Occupy is the way. Yeah, we juiced the contract all the way to the top.
待时而发。
And our girl gets Nasty of Steel.
我绝不动摇。
正气如火，
Whoops.
熊熊不息。
满怀信念，把
There
谋
we
士叫
go.
来。
行事谨慎，可称机敏。
定国安民。
And we're gonna show up here to help him out, right? Because we're on a merc contract for it. Makes sense.
迈向胜利，怒火纷飞，无知大志奔腾而来。
And they'll all share the spoils, all heal up from that auto-resolve. Man, oh man. You know, the stage is being set. I'm, you know, it's gonna be... It's gonna be interesting. I wonder how much Wu has. They can't have that much because they barely got to, barely got to Duchy just a couple seasons ago. Right, and on those fronts, we get everything pulled in. He getting to fire a night battle would be advantageous. He's not in an army now, but he could be. Oh, and we get a dignified raiment. Plenty of solid things, you know, to be gained here and there and everywhere. Really want this guy for this ability. Of course, his tree is a mess, but at least you can eventually get everything. You know, if we had gone off on the adventure this way, it would have been fine. Maybe Ma Teng will get there, but you know, we'll just have to see. You know, we're gonna keep on
气，身心再度融为一体。
Hold in there, move them down to the pass. Yep. And after walking through all this land, man, we should have just conquered some more of it, huh? But, I mean, he was paying me. What was I supposed to do? But, I mean, they are also all in a fight for their life sort of situation. Because Cao Cao is right there and is a threat absolutely imminently to them surviving. So if they don't get their money, right? We'll invite the Kingdom of Wei to join our coalition. They don't want to join it. How sad, you know. Their greed is repellent. I mean, we agreed with you, Zheng Jiang. We wanted them to join up. Can't imagine why he doesn't want to be in here. Wu vassalizes Wang Long. And leaves Cao Cao's coalition. Duchy of Zhong has pushed Wu almost back. You know, this is awesome, right? This is so fascinating seeing, you know, how our efforts shape the world.
朕已阐明天意。
Like here, can I interest you in this nice eunuch? Well, you know, if you don't want me to walk on your land, I don't care. Oh, they marched around there? Interesting. Can we reach them? Yes. They're very beat up, which means they're now even more beat up. They're camouflaged. Their armor doesn't show up on them on the battle map there. Pretty interesting.
全军出击！
Alright, and now it's time to do a big ol' battle. Well, you know, they've been getting sieged down a bit, but still, a big ol' battle. Let's do it.
奋战今日，终于有了结果。现在前进吧。
Or rather, I'm gonna take a short break before we do this, and then we'll do the battle and end the video.
他们再也无法祸害天下了。
让我等用敌人的鲜血染红大地吧！
拿起武器，大战在即！
Alright, felt a little snacky. Oh wow. We've already got wall damage there. Well, it looks like that's what we're gonna target then. Because if there's a wall breach, we could just pop in. We don't want to immediately do it. You know, we can afford to. And in fact should wait a bit because, you know, there's others. Others on the way. Now they'll have bastion artillery there and there. Oh, the Watchmen get turtle. Oh, they get turtle from her. So that's, you know, you just need them to be in a more advantageous formation thing. Got it. Well, in that case. And Yongthong is just running in. Why? I don't know why. It doesn't seem like a smart move now that I'm doing it. And he just charges right into the spears, and somehow nothing bad happens to him. You know, it's about sending a message. You know, we're all eager to show how brave we are here. The headhunters are charging in. You know, we're all just charging in. But crucially, the crossbows are now trying to shoot. Here, but we are inside now. There's the range block chance we need to get inside. And beautifully, because the thing is when these Xianbei headhunters might be the best units in the game, right? Because when there's a general around, they get that massive bonus. It doesn't matter if they're hitting the general or not. So we just bring a cav unit in and crash through these defenders. Beautiful. Doing exactly what we gotta do. And you know what that means. It's time for the elephant! And here, we just need to get inside, right? And then we're gonna be in better shape. We've burned down one thing. We're gonna try to burn down this one. I guess we stopped shooting at it. That's alright. And there's the leader, taken down. Zheng Jiang is very, very proud of him. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And we're just going to get our crossbows on the wall here. I mean, if we can get in. The thing is about a wall breach is, like, your units sometimes don't believe that they can walk in it, right? Like what we're seeing now, like... but you know who does believe? It's your girl, Zheng Mu! And she'll turn around and charge again! Oh my god, it's so great! You know, she gets beat up a little bit here because it's unsupported elephantine and that's unwise and she's in spears. We're just going to try to run away before we get too hurt. You know, she loses a couple thousand hit points, but that's alright. She is invisible. Speaking of people getting hurt, she is down pretty low. But now with the hidden axes to support, and then she charges in. Oh yeah, there's the good stuff. And just standing under the towers, because why not? A very messy engagement. But, you know, glorious victory. Need to get them inside, and she's just having a party, of course. Need to take this tower and this tower. She can keep on going in that direction. We just need to get some support this way, right? And now the cavalry charge. Seize the elephant! Oh, look at him go flying. Devastating. And hits the trumpet. Oh, these internal towers are quite long range and have fire arrows, so really great towers here. Huge range on the internal towers. But of course, we brought plenty. We brought absolutely plenty of stuff to this fight. And I think they're about to army loss. Boom! A glorious victory. That was those internal towers, man, I would love to defend this place. That's a lot of towers. Big range on them. 339 kills for the invisible elephant. You know, everybody's showing up well. A little, you know, trying to get in through a wall breach is tricky because, you know, it's a very small area and you do have to fight there for a bit, but we get a nice bow. Hey! And he will now work for us. Importantly, that gives us these cool, I guess they throw javelins, probably. And Hua Minmeng, who we probably won't use those unique units, but well, I mean, the tribesmen don't seem terrible. You know, they're just like a spear version of the hidden axes, but you know, not hidden. But we'll employ her. And he just gave up being in charge of it. Yeah, he was the leader of the faction and he just like handed it over to somebody else. He's like, look, I'll just join you, dude. You're better at this than I am. And I don't think she needs to be the commander here, yeah, so he can be the one in charge, and that'll get us even more loots. Oh, this was the whole other army. Maybe it happened in like a weird way just because it was the last place they had. But that's the end of the faction. Yep. There we go, and then we'll just roll over this way. Air too long. He gets to level 6 as well. Glorious. Of course, we are losing money. I mean, not losing it. We're still positive a ton. But we're about to be losing money because Yuan Shao is not going to live through this onslaught. I mean, he might find a way. The Kingdom of Wei will certainly be doing something against us. We'll see what they can do. Alright, here we go like to ambush here. We're hoping by doing this that he'll like march his way in and potentially be caught off guard. Be caught guardless. Yeah, so the generous king. Mighty knockback on retinue. Amazing. I mean, he gets it eventually, but, you know, great for the start. The tree's a mess. But level 5 people are just good, right? Because, I mean, at level 6, they can get very amazing units. Level 5, the Zhanbei Warriors, so, you know, we're going to be able to roll in, you know, more people into the Bandit Empire, more people that believe in our quest to become Empress. Oh, you and Xiao's moving on Gongsun
不想
Zan.
休兵，那就去死。
Amazing.
得陇望蜀，非善类也。
Just as foretold, right? Moves up there and sort of bitterly complains about the bandits that robbed him of his dreams. Joyous occasion, a daughter has been born! Huzzah! And she's a saboteur, love it. Mini babies are little saboteurs. Indecisive, friendly, and vain. A very vain baby. Maybe that one will be... Maybe Zheng Pingan will be the elephant child. Cavalry get much improved when that pops on. Alright, let's... So further to the south here is not that relevant for right now. We just need to roll up in this direction. I don't expect we need the second army there, so we can spin off elephant army this way. If they move at us, we just retreat, and that'll be obnoxious. We'll take a share the spoils there. And then we can send probably both of them plus this one to deal with this front. But Gongsun Zan is on his way out.
你还不如去死！
So, you know, maybe we'll be able to pick up somebody cool. That guy's got a good item. And he's the administrator of this commandery. So if we get him this weird book, then it'll let us move better here. Yeah, look at me. Yeah, so this is good, because if we can roll in here and be the one that defeats them, we have, you know, we have a chance at getting them into our faction. Could we win this fight if we had it? I mean, yeah, sure. You know, we'll surround them with Red Cav and stab them. We've got Furia Bahai, which trades well into their other stuff, and they're very beat up already. So, yeah. Obviously, we'll be able to do it. Obviously. Alright, so with these forces then... Alright, so this problem is being dealt with. I feel like with that in mind, we just... leave one army here to try to leech off the success. And then just sort of like get back to the gate passes, right? Get back to our land. And make a difference here. I don't think anybody's going to pay us tribute again, right? That's tribute's an early game thing. No, we would need to go over this way to get more tribute, which we may indeed do, right? That might be a thing that happens. We'll see. We will all see. I kind of like this. I kind of like having the garrison here, though, right? When they give you an extra garrison building, you're like, this loot and adjacent commanderies, the replen, you know. Because could I build my bandit thing for the poison arrows too? Probably. But anyway, all of these questions and more will have to wait. Yes, they will have to wait for next time. Surprised Yuan Shao didn't declare too, but I guess from his perspective, the armies that we had for Hanfu were pretty close to him. Which maybe that was the problem too, you know. Probably a combination, but like when we moved our armies away from their borders, they were like, oh, now we can get free. Wrong. And he wants to leave our coalition. Yeah, I acknowledge it. Another seasonal retinue might be nice. We just want to take one that, you know, is getting the discount. That's important. Well, you know, ranged attack rate, and that's good. Yeah, we'll take that one. I'm sure it'll, you know, with our pretty big research rate bonuses, it keeps on churning. But we'll chase him down here. Pretty hard to win a fight with an invisible dude, but we're doing our best. And my man gets to level 3, getting recovery. Awesome. and we'll be one step closer to being perfectly useful rather than just pretty useful.
见识一下我们的激情。我军如有天助，气焰大盛。搜刮城池，犒赏三军。昂扬出征数日，今日始归。
报仇雪恨，奋力一战。
出发，汇报一下，我不在的时候都发生了些什么。
We'll just wait there, and that. Mike, how long are they going to siege here?
而不摧。
I guess they're just now taking attrition, so.
讨平乱贼，澄清四海。
召集商议，不要失。
稍事休息，统一行进。振作起来，把谋士叫来。
All right, all right. Man, you know, Wei's doing all right. But we'll see how it all pans out, you know. Just because someone looks like they're doing super well at the beginning doesn't mean that they're going to conquer the world. Anyway, that's all I've got for you right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Really hope you've enjoyed. And maybe I'll see you in a later stream or video. You know, it'll be more of this, more invading Korea, and maybe, you know, maybe spinning off Zheng Jiang and, you know, the Elephant Army back home, right? But it just depends. If Cao Cao declares or something, then we will need to go and do that. But, you know, we're gonna keep on rolling through Korea and, you know, not being able to demand tribute, alas. But anyway, that's all I've got for you right now. See ya.